Ooh yeah, slashing with my stash.
Body bags where horror lies.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to week 127 here on Body Bags. I'm your host, Moodz616, and thank you once again for stopping in, guys. Yeah, week 127 is here. Wow, we are getting high up in weeks, aren't we? Got another random review for y'all. This one is coming from 2002 again. I believe I did a film from 2002 last week too, which was Hunting Humans, which was very cool. This one, of course, I'd never seen before, and again, I'm still preparing for the 2002 show on my podcast, so I'm just watching nonstop 2002 films, and I wanted to check this one out because it has like one of those titles where you have to check it out, man. You got to check it out to see if it's as generic as the title itself. And of course, this film is from 2002, like I said 3 times, and it is called Slash. Yeah, and if you haven't guessed it by the title, yeah, this one is a slasher film. Starring Steve Railsback, man. Actually, very, very good actor, man. He recently, or not recently, he starred in a film called Ed Gein, the biopic film that came out in 2000, about a couple years before this one. And he's fantastic in that film. He's a really underrated actor, that guy, actually. He's very, very creepy. But getting into the premise of this one, basically centers around a rock band called Slash. Yeah, they're called Slash. Anyways, they're out on tour, and they're about to get their big break. They're actually about to, just go to their next tour date and actually meet up with an A&R guy, and he's going to be there to check out their show and potentially get signed by a record label. But before they get there, the main character in the film, played by James O'Shea, his name is Mac. He's the lead singer in the band. He gets a telegram, or he gets a message that his auntie has died. So he asks the band if they can, kind of swing by his parents' or his dad's house, this farm where he grew up on, and, attend the funeral, because the funeral is going to be held at this house. So the band agrees to it, and they hop in the bus, they truck over to this place. And yeah, his auntie has passed away. And right after they get there, basically things kind of get sabotaged, like the bus kind of gets sabotaged and things like that. Lo and behold, they get stuck at this farm. They start getting picked off one by one by this kind of scarecrow looking killer, and now it's a fight for their survival. That's your film right there. Yeah, not the most inventive setup for a film, kind of generic in itself. Yeah, but my thoughts on this one. Now this film, yeah, I mean, it definitely does have that kind of very generic type setup. It's got a very type generic name. Even the cover, there's actually alternate cover art for this that looks exactly like Children of the Corn, which makes a lot of sense because they are stuck on a farm that's harvesting corn and things like that. And, there's all these kind of type of similarities and things like that. But, it's actually not a bad film. There's just a lot of pros and cons to it. The things I do like, I thought the acting was pretty good in this film. It was above average for, a B flick like this, where a lot of the cast members didn't really have a lot of other experience, which I thought was pretty good. Love the setting. I love the farmhouse. It felt very authentic. There was some decent atmosphere in the film, some really good shots inside the cornfield, some good stuff inside the barn and things like that. So there was some decent elements to this film. But the biggest problem with this movie is that there's potential to have such a huge body count with, the whole band there, which is like a 6-piece band, the band manager, groupie, and things like that. So they already set it up to have a huge body count. They don't allow it to, have like a really small core group of main characters where they have to have outside people come in. Those type of slasher films where, oh, this person shows up and then they get killed. Well, it didn't really need to have that because there's a lot of characters. The problem is there's just not a lot of kills in this film. And when the kills happen, they're really not that exciting or inventive. It's kind of a shame because, like I said, there's a lot of people, a lot of potential for a lot of body count. The killer's very cool looking, which is another positive to the film. And they just didn't utilize it. I was very let down by it, actually. Like I said, very generic type of setup, but, it was entertaining for what it was. It's not the greatest film in the world. It's probably overstays its welcome by a long shot. This one runs, I think, just over 100 minutes. It probably could have been about 20 minutes shorter easily. I mean, considering they didn't really get anything started until about 45 minutes into about an hour into the film. It doesn't really get going and stuff. There's a couple like minor plot holes and things like that that are going on. So all in all, it's very kind of generic, very average, but it's not a bad watch. I was entertained. And the thing that kind of kept me going was the acting. The acting was good, especially Mac's dad, who's played by Steve Railsback. He's just fantastic in this. Into the third act, actually it was about halfway through the film and I pretty much guessed exactly who the killer was going to be, which was kind of a shame, very predictable and things like that. But, I still kind of recommend this movie. If you really dig your slashers, a hardcore slasher fan, definitely give it a shot, man. It's probably not going to be for everybody. The music that the band plays in the film isn't even for me. Some people might really dig it. It feels like it's kind of like that very, almost like generic but a little minor, maybe indie radio rock type deal. I don't really know what to call that type of genre music, but not a bad film. It does have a little bit of cliched characters, of course, like every slasher film does, but these characters are somewhat likable. Some are more likable than others. Of course, it does have the token black guy in the film. Man, it does have a lot of the tropes and the generic things about slasher films, but all in all, not a bad watch. If I had to rate this film, I'm just going to give it a pass at a 5 out of 10. There's not really a whole lot to say about it. It's more of a letdown than anything, but oddly enough, entertaining, like I said 4 times already, but I thought it was okay. So give this one a shot, man. I found this one for like $2, so you can't really complain about the price. And I'm glad I watched it. I like my slasher flicks, so whatever. But yeah, check out Slash, man. It's very reminiscent of Children of the Corn, but not like Children of the Corn at all. It's just that setting in the corn and the blood harvest thing. And, there's certain elements that are going on, but yeah. Anyways, guys, check you next week. Sorry about my voice. Sounds like shit. I'm still fucking sick. Check you guys next week.
Peace out.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Moodz616 here.
Oh yeah, you love my mustache, don't you? Ooh.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Body. Oh my good lord.
Yeah, look at that stash.
Yo.
Slash for my stash.
Cut.